Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is from the series Chat with Sam, new series in which I have a chat with different content creators on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram stuff. Today's guest is Lavanya Lifestyle. If you don't know her, you're probably living under a rock because she has like a big family here on YouTube, like 28k plus subscribers. So make sure you check her out. I'll leave her channel linked in the description box below and also at the end of this video. So that's all, and let's just get started. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing fine. Like Maharashtra में तो बहुत ज़्यादा क्योंकि cases हो गए हैं तो.
Yeah.
How's the situation there where you're living?
Cases have increased, like I'm guessing, and it's like literally been 4 months since I've been outside, and it's not actually a problem for me because I'm like already introvert and I don't go outside a lot, so it's not very much of a problem for me. So, how about you?
Yeah, like I'm not going out until it's very necessary because my area is also in a containment zone. So
You're in
cases are like
Kanpur, na?
increasing every day. Sorry?
You're in Kanpur, na?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, tell me a bit about your childhood. I saw in your videos that you're originally from Lucknow, I suppose?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like it's 2 hours from here.
but the thing is, I've hardly lived in Lucknow because my father is in army, so we have to keep on moving from one place to another. I like very faint memories, but still, as much as I can remember, we've always been moving from one place to another and so on. I was born.
Like you're not originally from like Lucknow. You
Yeah.
just like moved there. Okay.
Like both my parents, they're from Lucknow, but I myself have hardly ever lived there. I was born in Jhansi actually, and because that's where my father was at the time. And ever since I've been moving. I can tell you if you want to.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So I was in Jhansi first of all, and I remember after that my schools have been changing a lot. So after that, I guess we went to Bombay. So in the south, so there we stayed for about 2 years. Then after Bombay, completely to east, Assam again for 2 years. Then west completely Rajasthan in Kota. There we stayed for 2 years. And then north, Srinagar, that's where my father was posted. But it's like a really like remote place over there, so there were like not schools and anything, and you weren't allowed to take your family over there. So me and my mother, we were in Lucknow just that 1 year. In my whole life I've stayed at Lucknow. My father was in Srinagar and my brother was in a hostel at the time. So the entire family was scattered all around the place. And then after that we went to Punjab, Batinda. From there, from 2 years, after that we moved to Allahabad for 3 years, and after that I'm finally here in Pune, Maharashtra. So
So you have to change schools like so frequently.
yeah, I mean,
Like basically every 2 years.
yeah, basically. In I think the maximum I've stayed at one place is 3 years, not more.
So you have to make like new friends every 3 years, every 2 years, something like that.
Yeah, it's like really, it was really difficult at first, but now I'm like kind of used to it. So
So are you planning on going to college or something?
yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you will go to college in like you're not really decided like you have to go this specific place, or you just like decide when it's like yeah.
I've just decided that I want to go to Delhi somewhere, and I don't know about the exact college which I'm going to get into. वो तब की तब देखी जाएगी. As for now, I just know कि it is going to be somewhere in Delhi.
Like, how is your life at school? Like, do people treat you differently because you have a YouTube channel? Like, I've seen people who are like, they are like trying to be friends with you, but actually they're not friends with you. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Happens with you or not?
I don't know. Like, luckily, I have not been across such people in my class. Like, I don't know even if they are fake. I don't know. Like with me, they're like really sweet, so I'm guessing they are actually. And I don't like of course I feel like a little different because whenever anybody needs like YouTube advice or something, they always like come up to me and ask about all that stuff. And also some of the teachers know about my channel, which is a little embarrassing sometimes because imagine your teacher watching your videos. But
Yeah, it's like so creepy at first when the teacher tells like, hey, I watch your videos, and I'm like, why?
and I didn't even tell my teacher. I mean, the word got spread from like the students. The students
Yeah,
told the
it's
teacher,
like
and
that.
that.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I mean, I don't get treated very differently, but yeah, it's like hardly anything. So
It's like, does it affect your grades or something? Because like, suppose if your grade has gone down a little bit, the teachers will be straight away blaming your YouTube channel at first. Like, you should probably stop doing YouTube, or you should take a break, and then you should focus on your studies, something like that.
no, nothing like this has happened to me. Like I said, like luckily, I would consider myself lucky. The teachers around me are like supportive as well, so they actually like it, and they've like never mentioned it in a negative way. Like they're always like happy, like they're positive about it basically. So
Okay. So you chose like humanities stream in 11th, right?
yeah, yeah.
Then what drove you to that decision to take humanities?
The main reason I would say was because I hated maths, and my only motivation in class 10th was this is the last year that I have to study maths. After that, I'm going to leave it forever. It's never going to be in my life again, and that's why. And not just that, I actually had a thing for economics and English and history and stuff. So just because of my interest, and also humanities is like slightly easier, I would say. So yeah, that's why.
Like people automatically judge you from the stream itself. Like if you've taken commerce, you're automatically in the bad side of like the bad students category.
Yeah, sometimes.
Like does it happen in arts as well?
Yeah, like sometimes when people have to ask which stream you have chosen, they ask, "Acha beta, which stream you have chosen, science or commerce?" They like humanities is not even in the option. Like it's just science or either commerce. And I tell no, it's not either one of those. It's humanities. So
People just automatically want you to take science, and they'll pressure you into taking science at first, और फिर चाहिए अच्छा commerce ली है या फिर arts ली है, तो मतलब that's something Indian culture, I guess.
yeah.
So what's the craziest thing you've ever done, as far as you can remember, of course?
See, I was always, I like never did any kind of pull any pranks or like never broke the rules. So nothing like that kind of crazy I've ever done. Like I don't think.
You were a Seedha Bachcha in school, like.
Yeah, not I still am like a Seedha Bachcha in school. So
Okay.
So I'm like in school I haven't done anything crazy, but I don't think I've done anything crazy outside either. Like nothing worth mentioning. I think something worth remembering that I have done is I did river rafting when I was in Rishikesh last year. So I did that, and also snorkeling I did when I was in Lakshadweep Islands. So those were the only like some adventurous things that I'd ever done. So apart from that, nothing crazy or nothing adventurous or something. Yeah.
Like, do you like to travel or not? Like, because you've been traveling your entire life, as you mentioned previously. So, do you like to travel or not?
Yeah, I actually do like traveling. I mean, I've also got like a till, like in like where in my feet, and they say like those who have a till over there, like they're likely to travel.
Yeah.
So I like it. I mean, I enjoy traveling a lot, and I've like one thing I don't like about traveling is flights. I have serious phobia from flights. Like I remember like I don't know when it started. Ever since I've been traveling in flights, like my heart kind of stops every time it like takes off or every time it lands. So
are you scared of like the heights or just like the planes? Just like that.
I guess like the flights in general. I don't know what's scary about them. Maybe I've like watched a lot of like these flight movies in which something bad happens, and that is kind of like embedded in my brain. And every time I go into a flight, those things start coming to my mind. And that's the thing I don't like about traveling. But once you reach the place and once you like start exploring and all, that I love very much. So yeah.
What are you thinking like of doing YouTube full time, or what are you planning to do after? Like basically, what is your goal in life to become something? So are you planning on doing YouTube full time, or you will take up a job or something?
I guess once you've like done with college or something, after that picture starts becoming a little clearer. But I'm still in school, so like there are a lot of things ahead of me. There are a lot of opportunities that are going to come. There are a lot of fields that I can take up. So I'm not sure about YouTube full time. It's not that I'm going to quit YouTube or something. I'm always going to keep doing it no matter what. But I don't think it's going to be full time as for now. So I'm probably going to take up a job or something. If something like really great happens, my channel takes off a lot or something, I might consider it in future. But as for now, I don't think it's going to be full time.
Like as we see, feminism is prevailing a lot these days. Like different meanings of feminism and people take up in different ways. What are your thoughts?
Feminism, I actually would consider myself a feminist. I've always like believed in equal opportunity, rights of opportunity for like both men and women. But these days, like some women are like extreme feminists. You know what I mean? Like
like the pseudo feminists, you can say.
yeah, so they are like more tilted towards women. Like they believe they should be having a higher status, they should be getting more than men basically. But that's not true feminism either. If you go by the dictionary meaning, it's equal opportunities for both men and women. But some feminists, like they are more tilted towards women and kind of showing like नीचा दिखाना to, I don't know, like I'm not in favor of that kind of feminism, but in the true feminism, so
Yeah. Have you seen that video? One girl, her name was, I don't remember exactly. उसने एक video डाला था about like I am anti-feminist or like today's feminism shit or something like that. And I don't know if you've seen that or not, but उसमें she was telling कि feminism के against रहो and it does not. And I remember she said a point कि उसमें feminism जो है उसमें men तो कहीं आते ही नहीं है. हाँ बोल रही है लड़की. उसमें she says कि feminism में men नहीं आता है इसलिए it is like more inclined towards women or मतलब it does not believe in equal rights or something like that. So it was like a whole like a controversy based on that video.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'll check it out. What do you
There's
think?
like a lot of hate comments and stuff are on there, and she's blocking everyone, so make sure you don't comment anything or she'll block your account.
I'm not in this.
Do you have any celebrity crushes or like someone you like or like admire or something like
Yeah, like everybody does. Are you into like K-pop and stuff?
No, I don't know why everyone keeps asking me that. Like everyone is like, have you watched BTS? Do you like BTS? I'm not personally a fan of BTS. I'd say I have listened to one or two of their songs. It's not really my thing. I'm more of like a One Direction fan.
Yeah.
Like I'm old school basically, you can say. So I like One Direction and BTS and K-pop is just not really my thing. But I know that you like BTS, right?
A lot. I mean, they are like, if you ask who's my favorite celebrity right now, who's my favorite artist, it's gonna be them. And
that one like the leader, I guess, no, it's not leader maybe. Jungkook, right? It's one kind of Jungkook.
Yeah, Jungkook, he used to be my crush, but like he is still my crush. Like your favorite member in the group is known as your bias. So he used to be my bias.
Yeah, I don't know people. Someone asked me who was your bias, and I forgot what the hell is bias. And I had to Google search it literally that what is bias, and then I got like this K-pop thing that BTS. You have one like favorite member, and that is called bias. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's the concept of bias.
And then there's also bias wrecker, who's like your second favorite member. So like there are a lot of terms like that. But yeah, about crushes, all the BTS members are my crushes basically. And especially one member, he's called J-Hope. So he's he's got
J-Hope, yeah, I've heard about him. I like that one guy. It's like Jimin. I don't know Jimin, like the guy who does the mic flip, right? He's Jimin, right?
mic flip.
Mic flip thing.
I don't know, but
Looks like it's Jimin.
I'm not sure. But yeah, probably Jimin. So he's your favorite. Like he's your bias.
Like not my favorite. I just watch him. उसमें से मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है. मेरे को ज़्यादा पता नहीं है BTS के बारे में.
Yeah.
I just know कि members हैं. Originally, I was planning on doing a video like dressing right BTS or a week or something like that. उसमें से मैंने देखा था कि कौन members हैं. उसमें एक कोई I guess J नहीं V someone named
V Angel as well.
And yeah, so I saw like all that. It was like crazy fandom. BTS has like crazy fandom.
Yeah, I mean they can't like listen one word against BTS. If like somebody says one word against them.
I was like, itna crazy fandom, and I was like so scared because I made a video reacting to K-pop and BTS. And उसमें मैंने बोला था कि BTS की म्यूजिक वीडियोस मेरे को पसंद नहीं आते. तो I got so much of hate उस वीडियो पर क्योंकि मैंने बोला कि मुझे इनके म्यूजिक वीडियोस नहीं पसंद आते. मैंने बोला कि मैं वन डायरेक्शन की फैन हूँ. So like they just started bullying me and stuff in the comments.
Like I'm not one of those like extreme kind of fans, but yeah, about crushes we were talking about. So yeah, all the BTS members, they're my crushes. So yeah.
And BTS के अलावा कोई?
Yeah, Blackpink as well. There are like a lot of K-pop groups. I am not sure if you've heard about them. There's Blackpink.
Yeah, I know about 3 groups. I know about Blackpink, someone EXO or EXO something
Yeah,
like that.
EXO,
right?
yeah.
And BTS.
Yeah.
I know these 3 groups. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of EXO actually. I'm a fan of like TXT, Twice, Astro. I'm sure you might have not heard about these bands. So like the time when One Direction were like there, at that time I was like really young, so I wasn't into Western music at that time, but I love One Direction as well. So by the time I got to know a little bit about
Like,
them,
I grew up watching One Direction like when I was like 12 and 13. Just to listen to One Direction songs, like search for it. I mean, like YouTube wasn't a thing back then, I guess.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I used to search on different, like, we used to download the MP3 from the internet back in the days and to search on Google, and after that you used to download and save it on a phone and put ringtones and all that. Like, YouTube wasn't a thing back then.
so you've got like a favorite in One Direction.
Yeah, One Direction is my favorite. Yeah.
Like who's your favorite in One Direction?
One Direction, my favorite, I guess. I like Zayn singing the most. Like his voice is just like. But I guess Liam's my favorite. He does not get much attention in the group, but
Yeah.
Liam has to be my favorite. I think I like his personality and stuff, so that's why. Do you have like anxiety? What are your thoughts on mental issues in India? Yeah, mental health issues like.
I guess mental health in India particularly is something that is underrated. I would say people don't tend to pay attention to it a lot. They don't treat it as equal to other physical ailments and stuff. Like especially with the recent happenings that have been going on, especially because of mental health. I don't want to get into it because it's kind of like a sensitive topic. But I feel like people, like if somebody is in therapy in India, they're like kind of ashamed about it. They don't like tell people about it because they're like the society is gonna judge you for that or something. So yeah, I guess it's like something that people should be more open to because everybody gets some amount of anxiety, and even like we don't tend to realize it, but even the people like who are like writing all these hate comments and stuff, they also are having some sort of mental problems and stuff. It's very mild, but everybody is going through it, but people, I don't know, are ashamed to accept it or something. I myself get anxiety sometimes, yeah. So yeah, I guess it should be paid more attention to in our country. So yeah, that's that. And I guess now these days, like people are getting more open to it, like than they were in the past. So it's like a good change. So but still we have like a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, like I even asked some of my friends, like they told that they have mental health issues and stuff. So I asked them to tell it to their parents, and they were like they're too lazy to understand about it, and they don't really get the whole concept of mental health, and that kind of sucks because it's like equally important, and people just don't get it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what are your thoughts on the film industry in India, like the Bollywood concept? Because I once said that I don't like Bollywood, and people bullied me so bad for it, and they called me that I'm not even an Indian citizen because I don't like Bollywood.
I don't know why people can't hear one word against it. They like tend to associate it with nationalism. Like if you don't like Bollywood, you're not a true Indian. You're not having nationalist feelings in you. Because I guess such people don't know the actual standard of filmmaking. Like during this quarantine time, this lockdown time, I have been watching a lot of Netflix movies and stuff. Like the stuff from other countries. When I say stuff from other countries, it doesn't mean just Hollywood. Like I've seen movies like Spanish movies, I've seen Korean movies, I've seen movies from other countries, and then I realize how high the standard is. And then when I compare that to Bollywood, I mean it's nothing. There are hardly few movies that are actually good, but in general the majority is like it has a lot of catching up to do, and people don't know that. I mean the people, the section of people who know the standard is very less. Majority still doesn't know what the actual standard is like. So I guess I watched this movie called The Platform on Netflix. It's a Spanish movie. Have you seen it? Like
No, I've not seen it, but I'll definitely watch it today itself.
yeah, it's like it has a really good concept. The content is great, the direction is great, and the concept, I mean the thought process of the director, the writer of the script and everything is really amazing. I've also watched a lot of Korean movies and all, and when I compare them to this Bollywood stuff, I mean it's like after watching those movies, I watched some Bollywood movies as well, and I literally stopped halfway between the movies because I couldn't handle it anymore. So
Bollywood is lame.
yeah, very much. I'm like totally fed up with it. Like I remember I watched this really amazing movie. It's called Train to Busan, and just like 2 days after that, I went to watch Love Ajkal 2 in the movie hall, and that movie was like, don't even ask. Like I mean, how? Like what was the person who wrote that movie thinking? Like what was he thinking? I don't know, but yeah, that's. So I think like these days, people, the audience is becoming a bit smarter because they are demanding content-driven movies instead of the usual melodrama and the action and stuff. But yeah, when you have to name a few movies that are actually up to the level of those international movies, there are very few that you can actually name. So I don't think, I personally don't like Bollywood a lot, especially after my exposure to the outside cinema. So yeah.
So, do you have any piece of advice before we wrap up this video? Do you have any piece of advice for upcoming YouTubers and stuff? Because I get a lot of comments saying that they want to start a YouTube channel. So, do you have like any advice?
Yeah, I mean the last video I did on my channel was about my YouTube journey, and
Yeah, I watched that video.
so the advice would just be consistency and quality content, and of course you need a little bit of like luck as well for that. And there are people, okay, I'm not going to name anyone, but the advice would just be that be consistent, come up with quality content, and don't like keep an eye on your competition at all times, because that might give you anxiety. Like I used to do that. I used to keep track of everyone, how everyone is doing, what's their subscriber count, how much they're increasing and everything. And that was, whenever I did that, if somebody's going ahead of me and somebody's like doing better than me, that used to like make me depressed. And then what I did was, for that I stopped watching everybody else, and I stopped like keeping track of everyone. I like still watch other people, but I don't like keep track of them anymore about the subscriber and stuff. So that is one thing you should do. And yeah, quality, consistency, and a bit of luck. So that's all.
Okay, it was nice talking to you, Lavanya. I got to know you like personally.